One of the major topics in Chapter 3 of Excel is the if statement. It allows you to have a different output depending upon what an input is. So we're going to take a look at two instances of this. One of them will be over here where we point out totals that are over 700,000. The other one will be in the totals which you can get from two directions. We're going to implement that concept called cross-footing that checks to make sure that they're both equal. Before we begin, however, let's just go through some theoretical understanding about this. An if statement uses a condition. We need to understand how conditions work. A condition is composed of three things: subject, operator, object. We'll discuss the 6 operators first. Equal is one of them. Less than, greater than, less than or equal. I'd like to point out, notice the direction. You cannot have equal or less than. You cannot start with the equal sign. Greater than or equal. And finally, less than or greater than, which is really the same as not equal to. If something is less than an item or greater than an item, it cannot be equal to the item. Let's take a look at some samples that you might code in Excel. You might code C7 equal 16. C7 less than 21. We're going to switch gears a little here. C7 not equal to G21. Notice now instead of having an actual number there, I have another cell address. Finally, C7 less than or equal to G21 times 2. We'll break these down a little bit in the next few slides. Some additional points, though, things to watch out for. In Excel, the subject can be a cell address or a math expression. You would not code something like 21 less than C7. Instead, you would code C7 greater than or equal to 21. We just don't think that way. And students who attempt to do something slick, it doesn't work. So code it the way people think. The subject and the object must be the same type on each side of the operator. They either need to both be numeric, numbers type of things. So for instance, in our examples before when we had C7 greater than or equal to 21, we assume that C7 only contains numbers. Or they should both be text. You could compare a cell address to Omaha. The object can also be a cell address, or it can be a constant. For example, C7 greater than or equal to 21. 21 is the constant. It will not change contents as a cell would. Or it can be a mathematical expression. The examples that we'll use in our worksheet, we will be coding the condition F4 greater than 700,000. That's one. You see the subject F4, the operator greater than, the object 700,000. The other one that we're going to code is more complex. It has a mathematical expression on each side of the operator. So we'll be coding that one also. So come back for the next video where we end up putting in those two if statements.